Okay, this will be an interesting one. If we can make it look good. Come on. Wonder how big we're going to make it. Going to start with 200, even though we haven't got the original on us. Just a little bit of contrast. Okay, what is it we've got? We have here, it's old, Health Diary 2017, so that's old, but it's a nice picture on the front. So we're going to just take this and we're going to try and make a nice image of it. We're going to make sure we don't have the writing on the glass, on the original, on the copy. So we just lined it up like so. Let's see how we go. So let's see if that's come up a treat. It's a little bit tricky trying to get things to replicate nicely. Well, that looks interesting. Unfortunately, we got the edge of that, and that looks a bit too contrasty. But it looks nice, colour-wise. I think we're going to have to enlarge it a lot bigger on. So we're going to go along for the horizontal. We're going to make it 260. And I'm thinking we need to do some work on this. It looks a bit too dark. Maybe the copy density could go up. What else can we do to improve on this? Right. Okay, let's see how we go this time. It's going to be a little bit stretched on the horizontal, but it doesn't have to be perfect in this case at least. Now let's see if we've made this come up looking better. It's not touching the glass properly, so maybe that's part of the problem. We nearly got it right. That looks like a really good centerpiece. I do think we have to enlarge it slightly to get rid of that writing. So, trying to think where that writing is. So I think we just have to push it up a little bit, if I'm correct. Just a little bit to get rid of that writing. Let's see how we go this time. Because it looks good. It looks like it has potential. Oh, we've made it worse. We've made it worse. Sorry, folks. Obviously, it had to come down a bit. It's hard to know. I forgot how I positioned it. So it's going to have to come down rather than up. Sometimes you've got to do things by a bit of trial and error, unfortunately. I can't just take it off the glass and expect myself to position it in the same spot. It's a nuisance when that happens, but that looks a lot better now. So now we've got this lovely centre piece. I'm thinking now we're going to make a mirror image out of it. So we're going to just print that off again. So we've got the positioning right this time. So there's that one. It's not the greatest job. Sometimes it's really hard for me to do something as well as I should do it, because it's just such a lot of effort. But this might look better than what I imagined. So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna find our mirror image buttons. And hopefully this will detect automatically the paper size, even though it's in mirror. Sometimes it doesn't always work that way. I do take a punt pretty much a lot of the time. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so now we're just going to line up these flowers. Maybe it's actually good that we had a little bit of distance from the glass, because it gives it a fuzzy look. It looks quite effective actually, the fuzz, having that fuzzy appearance on there. So it may not be such a bad thing after all. So I just got to line these up nice and neat. So I can just slide that one into place. Anyway, that looks quite nice. I think now we can't be disappointed. I think that's a nice little demo. I think now we can call it quits.